Valley Club, if you are still saving and in the hunt for Leonardo, there's some massive bait events out there right now. We got a progressive drop, we got a fuel deck of fate, and a lot more on the way. And if you're ready to see which ones to go for, which ones to avoid, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin Raid channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a great Halloween, and I hope you're having a great time playing Raid Shadow Legends. We're gonna talk about all these events that are going on right now, how to stay focused if you're still going for Leonardo, and if you get some value for the video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Raid Shadow Legends video goes up. On a normal week, at least 6 pieces of Raid Shadow Legends content. Let's jump into the game. There's a few things going on right now. We did just finish a champ chase for Sanguine Maria, the fusion that's going on right now. Pretty much can do all this stuff and fuse her right now, but there's a clan versus clan. No personal rewards tomorrow, so this is just your clan versus another clan. But the big trap here, I think, is this fuel deck of fate. We have another deck of fate with the April O'Neil. We had the Raphael one, and now this one is your scoring points from upgrading champions and also scoring points from soul stones. So it's kind of like a champ training event and a soul summoning event. Mortal soul stones were just 90 points per mortal soul stone, but there is some increased drop rate. So we may be opening some mortal soul stones, and mortal soul stones actually are worth more, and eternal soul stones worth the most. Now, as far as scoring for future deck of fates, this immortal and eternals reward the most points. But if you look at these mortals, every 10 mortal souls that you have are worth about 1 immortal soul stone. So we're gonna open a few during this, but there's also progressive drop that we want to talk about. But before we get into that, I do want to remind you, if you want to get off to the best current start for Raid Shadow Legends in 2025, use the QR code up there or the link in the description. That will get you a double legendary, triple epic start. You'll start off with Karato Fox Hunter. He is a great starter champ. He's a great damage dealer, good for early game progression. Probably not going to use him in the late game, but he's great if you get him in the early game. And at various levels, you get some great epic champs as well. Uugo, Tagoar, Mausoleum, Mage, all great for your account progression, great support champs. And within your first 24 hours, make sure you enter one of these codes to get another legendary champ on top of Karato Fox Hunter. My recommendation right now is probably Desert Queen for 200. She's a great support champ, great void legendary as well. So harder to pull these from normal shards. Monkey King is a great damage dealer for PvP content. Demon Slayer gets you Tholen Falbeat. He's a great damage dealer for PvE content. And UD King gets you Ultimate Death Knight. He is one of the best tanks in the game. So whether you want a tank or damage dealer for PvP or PvE, or you want just a great support champ, you got a bunch of different options, but choose wisely because you only use one of these codes within your first 24 hours. Well, let's get back to the deck of fate. Now, the rewards that you get from this, the main things are these Sunlilies, these relic crafting materials. You also have some souls, you also have some gems, you have some shards and some books. So decent stuff here, but normally what I want to pull when these deck of fates is a guaranteed champ like they have with Raphael, like they had with Graco's Turn Drake. So I'm probably going to be opening a few mortal soul stones just for the heck of it. But yeah, I do hopefully we get lucky and get some of these Sunlilies. This energy is great. These shards are great. These books are great. But in conjunction with this, normally when they do these kind of not as valuable deck of fates, what they do is they increase the drop rates for the mortal soul stones. So like I said, every 10 of these are worth about 1 immortal soul stone for deck of fate. So if you're gonna open them, be careful with how much you open, because we have not had the event fully announced for Leonardo. We did see a preview that the hero's path, the Swordsmaster path for Leonardo would be from shard pulling. Although I don't know if that's confirmed. Some people are thinking maybe from souls. So it is up to you if you want to pull for this deck of fate, get some relics, or you don't have Leonardo and are saving for Leonardo for potential souls. Maybe you want to save for this, but I'm guessing that it's going to be from shards. I've been saving my sacred shards for a while now. We did open a few of them during that path to get that 5-star soul for Raphael, but saving the rest of that, hoping to get a soul for Leonardo. Now, I think getting the soul for Leonardo would be the better thing to do. I did see some comments saying, hey, maybe get a second Leonardo. We did get some some updated mechanics on how that works though. So I think I'm going to go for the soul. Obviously 5 turtles on one team would be very good, but only as far as the A3 for Leonardo, the big unity move, only the first one that is in the position of your of building your team. It is determined by the position that you pulled them. So the first champ in that would be the one that gets that A3 active. The subsequent one wouldn't have all those Unity stuff active. So I'm not sure if a second Leonardo would be better or the Soul, but I'm saving a few of these. Now, as far as what I have for my Souls, 31 of these right now, 4 Immortals and 2 Eternals. I do, if we go to the Mystic Market, can pull 28 more of these. So we do have a kind of a good backup supply of Mortal Soul Stones. So I think I'm gonna open either 20 of these or 30 of these to try to get, maybe get something good. And then kind of risking potential 3, the equivalent of 3 Immortal Soul Stones for this. Now, we also have word that in addition to this, getting some relic crafting materials, we also know that we have a progressive chance coming up and this clan versus clan. Now, normally during clan versus clan, they'll run some progressive drops. We have clan versus clan for 2 days, and we have information on 2 days worth of progressive drops. Get some pretty good champs as well. Normally, for these progressive drops without any double drops or increased drop for legendaries or epic characters, normally these are just for end game players that are looking for specific champs. And if you are looking for specific champs, you may want to pull during this progressive drop. If you're still saving for Leonardo or saving for potential fusions, you may want to skip on this because these are normally designed just to lighten your inventory of all your shards. But starting tomorrow, there will be a progressive drop. This lines up perfectly with the clan versus clan both of these days, but it also lines up with a potential Leonardo event either coming later this week or coming early next week. We do know that the collab for the turtles, I think it goes away on the 13th. It may go away on the 14th though, but we also know that the Swordsmaster Path is coming sometime before it ends. So we only have a few more days, and if you've been saving for Leonardo, stay strong. Don't be tempted by this because there are some pretty good characters that you can get for each of these days. Admiral Blacktusk, he's the Unity champ for the dwarves. Osgrin Defiler, I think he's a new dwarf, so really good champ. Uzal of the Jade, he is a newer dwarf. I think he came around when Tholan Foulbeard was the fusion, and is really good for assisting, really good for like arena PvP content. Nut, not sure how to pronounce them, but he's one of the better damage dealers in the game right now. And Granite Doorkeep, the arena champ that was just a fusion champ. Now, out of these, I think there's obviously one that stands out above all the rest. And this may change depending on which characters you have, which characters you don't have. But for me, it is this guy, not the defensive base, the damage dealing dwarf. And what he's gonna do, his passive, when counter attacking, deals 100% of damage instead of 75. His A3 is attacking one enemy 3 times each hit, decrease the target's defense by 3%, stacks up to 30%, so potentially removing 30% of the target's defense with this A3. Also, it heals the champion 30% of the damage dealt, and the damage is based on his defense and the enemy's max HP, and I love enemy max HP damage dealing champs. The A2 is an AoE attack, attacks all enemies, 75% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff, 25% weaken debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Also, counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Damage is based on defense, and again, when counterattacking, deals 100% of the damage instead of 75. And the A1 attacks one enemy 3 times each hit. 80% chance of decreasing target's turn meter by 15% if the target's turn meter is not decreased. Each hit, 80% chance of placing a freeze debuff on the target for 1 turn instead. Damage of this is based on defense. So I think this is the champ that I'm gonna go for. I am not even looking at these Void champs. There's obviously some great Void champs. Norn the Shining, another great dwarf, great for the PvP content. Acrisia, damage dealing enemy max HP champ, and Torment the Cold was one of the best PvP champs in the game, and it's still a good PvP champ right now. So this hopefully, I don't know. I was gonna say hopefully the Leonardo's path is based on Void shards, but I know a lot of people don't have a lot of Void shards, especially if you're partaking in these recent events. For myself, I do want Shredder. I have the 4 turtles, and we have April. We don't have Shredder, so I would like something based on Void. So I'm saving all of my Voids, but let me know what you're doing. Wednesday, second day of Clan vs. Clan, we have another different progressive drop. Dune Lord Gregor, he is the faction champ, faction Unity champ for the Barbarians. Thor Hammer, great damage dealer. I think this is the one that I'm going for. We also have Dune Herald Zahyrus. Armand's the Magnificent. He's probably one of the better, if not the best. I don't know. Armand's Fabian, great for PvP damage dealers and the Dancer. So for me, and of course, we got some great Void champs as well. I think the best one out of all these is Odin Father, great for PvP. But as far as the legendary champs that we could get, or the legendary champs, we got two. Thor Hammer, great PvE damage dealer, and Armand's the Magnificent. He's a great controller for PvP content. Both of them are members of the Barbarians. Armand's is great, man. I hate facing this guy because he's so good. Sheep debuff on enemy return zones. Cannot be resisted. 75% chance of removing all buffs from enemies. Fills this champion's turn meter by 5% for each buff removed. This is the annoying one. Attacks all enemies. Steals turn meter of each target except enemies under sheep debuffs. Place a stun debuff on all enemies for one turn. Place the stun debuff for one turn on all enemies not under a sheep debuff. Damage is based on attack and attacks one enemy with his A1. 35% chance of increase a random cooldown of a random active skill for 2 turns. Fills his champion for turn meter by 10% for each turn added to the cooldown. So strong champion, super annoying, especially if you don't have a good way to deal with him. Passive, whenever sheep debuff is removed or expires that enemy, increase the cooldown on a random enemy skill on that enemy to its max. That is horrible. I hate when that happens. Fills the champion turn meter for each 10% added to the cooldown. If there are multiple champions in a team with skill, only one will activate. So he is the best champ, I think, out of all these for PvP content. For PvE, at least the non-Odin ones, I have to go with Thor. Where is Thor? Here he is. He is a very big damage dealer. I think he does a little bit more damage than Tholen Falbeard if they were both built equally, but this is a character that I don't have, so I really wish I would have this character, but I'm not going to be tempted. I'm not going to open any Sacred Shards during this progressive drop. Every time this champion deals damage, increase a Thunder counter by 1, stacks up to 10. Each Thunder stack increases damage by 3%, stacks up to 30%. Once your Thunder counter reaches 10, attacks all enemies, place a stun debuff on them for 1 turn. After the attack, the Thunder counter resets to 0, so all based on Thunder is A3. Attacks all enemies before attacking, 50% increase attack, 30% increase crit damage buff on this champ for 2 turns, 75% chance of permanently decreasing the resistance of each enemy by 10%, stacks up to 10%, 50%. Very strong so far. It keeps going on though, as if that wasn't good enough. 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. His damage is based on attack. The A2 is another big AoE attack. After hitting the initially selected enemy, all other enemies will be hit in a random order. Each subsequent hit follows the initial hit will increase the damage inflicted by 25%, stacks up to 100%. Ignore block damage, unkillable buff. This effect does not work on bosses. And the A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. 20% chance of repeating the attack. Each hit decreases the target's turn meter. So lots of great options, but they're all tempts. They're all tempting for you to remove all of your shards. So save these shards, especially if you're going for Leonardo. If there's one of these champs that you want, maybe you already have Leonardo. Oh, you don't care about Leonardo. There are some great options for you, but of course, probably would save for a clan versus clan with personal rewards. Now, I'm going to break some rules here. I think that just holding off on Raphael, holding off on Mithrala, it's actually costing my account more than the potential points I would get for a champ chase or something like that. So I think during clan versus clan, no matter what happens, I'm going to open this Raphael, open the Mithrala, and obviously open this last Thorn so that we can fuse Maria. We did pretty good on the event this past weekend, and we got that 5-star perfect soul for her. So we're going to fuse this. We got the one for Shredder as well, which is why I'd like to get Shredder, but we did get the one for Raphael. So we're going to get 3 legendary champs, Mithrala, Maria, and Raphael in the next coming days. And yeah, hopefully that doesn't screw us for future fusions or champ chases or anything like that. Let me know what you're doing with all of these events, Valley Club. Are you holding your shards for a potential Leonardo event or something down the road? Are you going for these events, just don't care about Leonardo or don't care about the turtle collab? Let me know what you're doing with all this, and hopefully you did get some value from this video. If you did get some value, leave the video a like, check out some of the other videos on the channel. If you want to start at that brand new Raid Shadow Legends account, the current best start for 2025, use the QR code up there or the link in the description to start off that account, because that'll get you more bonuses than the normal iOS store or the normal Android store. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.